Students, so you check over here. This is Davis steering mechanism. So here clearly we have we drew already two configurations. One configuration is the initial position when the wheel is straight aligned and it's going to go in a straight manner. And the next position is, you can look at this yellow, uh, in yellow ink I have showed that it's going to go right. So the wheel over here has come here, so it is turning right, and wheel over here has gone up on the left side. If you see, so there's a bell crank lever with the red color link, and initially the angle with the vertical is alpha, the red with the yellow is alpha. Here also red with yellow is alpha. And once it's taking a right turn, the red link has shifted a little bit and it became the yellow link over here, and the shift in angle is phi over here on the left hand side, and on the right hand side the shift from red to yellow, a little bit of change is theta in terms of angle, and in terms of linear displacement you can see that they are equally displaced, which is x over here from this position to this position, x over here on the right side from this position to the new position. Okay, and the angles are different, phi and theta. So the inner wheel angle is theta and the outer wheel angle is phi. So this is the initial hypothesis in initial thinking. And then if you see from the axle, front axle to the, you have this pink color link, right? So this height is called h. So initially we have a few things to consider. Out of those few things, I will say that tan alpha from the initial condition, we can write down right away. Tan alpha is y by h, opposite by adjacent, right? So y by h is tan alpha. Looking at either sides of the wheels, you can make this statement. And then you should see on the left hand side, with respect to the vertical yellow color line, you see the final position is alpha plus phi. In the terms of angle, you can see the final position is alpha plus phi. I'm just going to make this angle look clear for you from initial to final position, and you call this angle as alpha plus phi. And here also, if you see from initial, from the vertical to the final position, you call it alpha minus theta, right? So now for the next thing to do is tan alpha plus phi, which is equal to opposite, which is y plus x divided by h. Similarly, you have on the other side alpha minus theta will give you y minus x by h. Now we are going to do tan a minus b formula. So it will be like tan a minus tan b divided by 1 plus tan a tan b, which is equal to y minus x by h. Now what is tan alpha? From the first case you have seen, I have written y by h, right? So right away write y by h minus tan theta divided by 1 plus y by h tan theta, which is equal to y minus x by h. Now we can do some simplification, and you can see that finally I have got this equation as tan theta divided by h plus y tan theta is equal to y minus h, sorry, y minus x by h. By doing some cross multiplication, I can further simplify this equation as yh minus h square tan theta is equal to yh minus xh then y square tan theta minus xy tan theta. So it is yh and xh, then y square tan theta, then xy tan theta, right? Yes, and now you can see that this get cancelled out, and all the tan theta terms take it to one side. and you are going to get the equation as, so get tan theta is equal to xh divided by h square minus xy plus y square. So this is one of the equations which you are going to get. And then after this, similarly, you can calculate the tan phi also. Similarly, calculate tan phi. So tan phi will be equal to xh divided by h square plus xy plus y square. So this will be the other equation which you are going to get. And now we are going to compare with the fundamental equation of steering. So we have an equation called fundamental equation of steering, where the equation states that cot phi minus cot theta should be equal to track width by wheelbase. So W is track width and L is your wheelbase. Done. So substitute in this whatever we have just done from the derivation. So cot phi is what? We have tan phi. So 1 by tan phi is cot phi, right? So just write down. So h square plus y square plus xy divided by xh minus, you have h square plus y square minus xy divided by xh is equal to w by L, right? So now I think you can cancel out few things. After multiplying the negative symbol, you will get this cancelled out. You will get this cancelled out and this will become plus. So finally the equation will be like 2 times xy divided by xh is equal to w by L. And here this also gets cancelled out. X gets cancelled out. And what is y by h? Just go to the previous slide. You can see what is y by h. Y by h is tan alpha. Y by h is tan alpha. So I can write tan alpha is equal to w by 2L. And from this equation over here, alpha you will get as tan inverse w by 2L. It means if you know the wheelbase, if you know the track width, you will get the alpha angle, which you should initially place for the equation. Like here, what alpha has to be placed, that alpha you are going to get while you are constructing the Davis steering gear mechanism, right? And usually W by L, the ratio of the wheelbase, track width to the wheelbase should be 0 in this ratio, okay? Between 0.4 and 0.5. So this is one of the case, and alpha is between 11 degrees and 14 degrees. So these are the standard values which you should be having and you are going to have to satisfy the correct steering in the Davis mechanism. And Davis mechanism is having perfect steering in all the configurations. In any configuration, you will have correct steering. And mostly here, because you have sliding pairs, you are going to have more wear of them in the mechanism. You have two sliding pairs over here. If you check on the left side and on the right side, you have two sliding pairs, right? So here you are going to, it is going to have more wear and tear, and after few cycles, you are not going to have correct steering. So better than Davis, you are going to prefer for Ackermann steering because it has all revolute pairs. But here we are not going to prefer this type of steering mechanism due to the wear problem which you are going to face. Okay, thank you.